Hello. So I normally don't film monthly TBRs, but I'm trying to do VEDA, which is a video every day in April. And so to kick that off, I'm doing an April TBR. Now, the main readathon that I'm doing in April is Magical Readathon. And I am actually doing 2 careers, which is Moon Warden and Bard. Now, I'm going to start with the ones where I have the same class for both, and then go through those. So, the Art of Illusion, which I think was the read something already on your TBR, or what I was already planning to read. So I am reading Sorrowland by Rivers Solomon. The reason that this was already on my TBR is the Year of Adela, which is a part of Magical Readathon. Was the prompt for that for April was River in the title. I extended it to River in the author, Rivers Solomon. So yeah, I've got that one. And then for Bard, which I also need this class for, I am going to do Battle Royale, which is my 12 for 12 book for this month. Yeah, and I will put these books up on the screen if I can't find them. And then just for Moon Warden, I need Astronomy, which was a random color wheel generator. Now, my wheel picked white, and for that I'm going to read Baby Teeth by Zoji Sage. This was picked for a scavenger hunt read for another readathon, which is a video you will see at some point in April. But yeah, so for this one I'm going to do Baby Teeth by Zoji Sage. And then the next one is again just for Moon Warden, and that is Elemental Studies, which is find a book with fruit on the cover. And this was actually a lot harder for me than I thought it would be. But I found one in Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mehera. Now, I am almost positive I'm going to hate this, but I thought I would give it a try before I just choose to just get rid of it. I'm going to at least give it a try. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to hate this. And there are apples on the cover. So yeah, this one fits for that. And then this is another one where I needed it for both categories. And this was Restoration, which is a book with a 4-star rating or higher. And for one of them, I'm doing a buddy read of Sword of Kaigen, and I'm glad that I can fit this on because that book is massive. But yeah, so I'm doing that as one of them, and then the other one, and then my one for Bard, which I also need to do this one for, I'm going to do Piranesi by Susanna Clark, and this is for my library challenge video, which you will probably see the first part for this month. After I finish this one, I can put it up for the first part of the year. But yeah, Piranesi by Susanna Clark. And then Spells and Incantations, which is Word from Your Last Book title. Again, I need this for both classes. And at the time of doing my TBR, the book I just finished was After the Forest. Now, I tried to challenge myself because I thought the would be too easy. So the first one that I found is The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X.R. Pan. Yes, this does have the in it, but I was more going for the fact that it had after. Now, I've never read this, but I've been intrigued by it, so I picked it up from the library, and it's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. But yeah, Astonishing Color of After by Emily X.R. Pan. And then the other one, I used the other word in there that wasn't the, and that was forest. And I picked up The Forest of Moon and Sword by Amy Raphael. Now, I think I'm aging out of middle grade, but I needed one that fit the prompt, and most of the ones I could find were middle grade, or they were massive, and I didn't really feel like having too many big ones on the TBR. So yeah, I picked up this one. It's just a quick read to get that prompt filled. And then the next one is, this one is just for Bard, and that is law, which is a music-related word in the title. Now, I really thought I didn't have anything, but I found one thing on my TBR, which is the story of the Trapp family singers, the story that inspired The Sound of Music. Yeah, so we have sound, music, and singers on this. But yeah, this is the family that The Sound of Music movie was based on. Yeah, I went to Austria last year and did the Sound of Music tour, and I picked up this book. So I feel like this will be a fascinating read, just because it's one of my favorite movies. And then Inscription was, I had to get 3 books and pick one based on the first sentence. I did that off camera in my own time, and the sentence that I liked was The Lost Flowers of Alice Hart by Holly Ringland. The sentence was, in the weatherboard house at the end of the lane, 9-year-old Alex Hart sat at her desk by the window and dreamed of ways to set her father on fire. But yeah, that was the line that was intriguing to me out of the options I gave myself. And then that's the last one for the classes. And then I am going to do the Impling sitting one, which is a book with an animal companion. So I went with Swagman, which is the first book in the Guardians of Time series. Now, this is a sci-fi continuation of a song that is really famous in Australia. And yeah, he does have a sheep that follows him around. But yeah, he essentially gets sent from the Australian bush into medieval England, and he has adventures there. But yeah, so this is my one for Animal Companion. And then I do have a couple more that aren't for Magical Readathon. I'm doing another one which is Battle of the Bands Readathon, and there's a couple more here that don't fit what the ones that I've already read out. They fit one of the prompts. And then I have The Penultimate Peril by Lemony Snicket, which is the second last book in the series. And yeah, I have been trying to read these on and off since I was a child. I think I got to book 5 the first time and then stopped, and I'm finally almost done. So yeah, this fits. There's one there that says read a like childhood or teenage favorite of one of the hosts, and while it's not this specific one, they do have The Bad Beginning, which is the first one in this series, so I can count this book for that. And then I have An Untamed State by Roxane Gay. This has been sitting on my TBR shelf for a while, so I'm finally getting to it. And it fits the one of set in a prison, jail, or dungeon, because she is held for ransom in a place that she can't escape, like she's locked up somewhere. So I feel like that fits. And then and then I have one more read, and then I have a couple of books for another video that I'm going to be doing in April. But yeah, I'm doing on the same channel where I'm doing the buddy read of Sword of Kaigen, I'm also doing a buddy read of The Bones Beneath My Skin by TJ Klune. I'm probably going to do a vlog for this one. Yeah, I'm probably going to do a vlog for this one, because I don't really read new releases right away. I don't really let them sit. And yeah, so Bones Beneath My Skin by TJ Klune. And then what I'm going to do is, because it's April and coming up to Easter, I'm going to do a vlog where I read books that have the word rabbit in the title. So I have 2. I have The Rabbit Hutch by Tess Gunty. And then I have Rabbit Hole by Kate Brody. This one's kind of like a deep dive into the true crime community, like the Reddit true crime community, and learning more about what happens when she goes down the rabbit hole of Reddit. And then the Rabbit Hutch is about, she's basically an online obituary writer. She has they all kind of live in like the same apartment building, and it's about this woman who shares her flat with 3 teenage boys, and they've all aged out of the foster system, and there's some kind of bizarre act of violence that finally changes everything. But these sounded intriguing, and they fit for the rabbit vlog. Like, they're not about rabbits, but they have the word rabbits in the title. And that's it for my April TBR. This is probably going to be my first video of VEDA, and I will see you in whatever order I publish these videos. Bye!